What you are looking at is biological matter rapidly weaving together to seal a torn surface. When you cut your skin, your body immediately deploys this complex cellular mesh to stop the bleeding and begin the healing process. Yet every year, this exact same biological mechanism claims hundreds of thousands of lives globally. This diagram illustrates what happens when the process misfires and turns inward. We start with a smooth, healthy vessel where blood flows normally. But if an anomaly occurs, particles can improperly accumulate and clump together right in the center of an uninjured pathway. Because there are no pain receptors inside your blood vessels, this internal mass quietly restricts your vital blood supply without triggering any physical warnings. The greatest risk of a rogue blood clot is its absolute silence. By the time the mass creates a significant physical blockage, it has often already reached the level of a catastrophic medical emergency. Your circulatory system is a high-speed transportation network. To function properly, it relies entirely on constant fluid velocity. The blood must keep moving. Extended physical immobility, such as sitting on a long flight or being confined to bed rest, causes the velocity of blood flow in your legs to dangerously drop. As fluid velocity drops in a vertical pipe, heavy particles settle and coagulate at the bottom. Inside you, stagnation lets cells clump. Inflamed walls from smoking or obesity catch passing cells. Chemical imbalances from surgery, pregnancy, or genetics thicken blood, accelerating improper clotting. Possessing these risk factors does not guarantee a clot will form, but they significantly raise the biological probability of an improper cellular pileup. By combining restricted movement, physical damage, and chemical imbalances, modern lifestyle factors and specific medical conditions inadvertently manufacture the exact physical environment required for this biological trap to spring. When these silent blockages do form in the body, they most commonly originate deep inside the veins of a single leg. This clinical thermal illustration highlights the very first external red flags. As the growing internal mass restricts local circulation, you may notice a localized zone of swelling and unnatural warmth radiating from the skin. Secondary signals often follow closely. The area may turn red with localized pain or tenderness. Dismissing these warning signs as minor physical discomfort allows the rogue clot to survive and transition into its final, mobile, and most dangerous phase. The solid biological mass fractures away from its tethered position on the vein wall and accelerates into the main circulatory highway. If the clot travels upward and lodges in the lungs, it creates a pulmonary embolism. This instantly triggers sudden chest pain, acute shortness of breath, or coughing up blood. This simplified neural network illustrates a brain stroke. Blocking an artery starves brain cells of oxygen. To identify visible indicators, doctors use FAST, face drooping, arm weakness, and slurred speech. T stands for time. Observe these symptoms and call emergency services immediately. Once a clot is mobile, a localized circulation problem becomes a systemic race against the clock. Every passing minute without oxygen destroys irreplaceable tissue. To locate the exact position of a rogue clot, doctors utilize a combination of blood tests like the D-dimer and targeted imaging. They use ultrasounds for the legs, CT scans for the lungs, and MRIs to evaluate the brain. Once the target is located, medical intervention begins. Doctors prescribe blood-thinning medications to halt the clot's growth, or they deploy specialized clot-dissolving chemicals to rapidly break down the existing mass and completely restore normal blood flow. While these medical interventions are highly effective at dissolving blockages, their success depends entirely on detecting the clot before permanent organ starvation occurs. Your vascular system requires proactive daily maintenance to prevent the initial fluid stagnation that sets this entire process in motion. You can implement immediate prevention methods today. Maintain regular physical activity, physically break up long periods of sitting, and drink sufficient water to keep your blood viscosity optimal. Long-term physiological protections require consistency. Quitting smoking, maintaining a healthy body weight, and managing underlying conditions like diabetes and high blood pressure keep your vessel walls smooth and undamaged. Applying these biomechanical principles shifts blood clots from a random threat into a manageable medical condition. Recognizing these early signs and taking preventative action is a direct path to saving lives.